And welcome back to The Road to Liberty. We're sitting here talking with Mark Lerner, our author of Your Body is Your ID, and not only is it in book form, but it's in DVD form as well, and we're going to get into that in just a little bit later. But during the break, it seems like some of the neatest conversations actually take place during the break. And we were talking about the, really the importance of understanding, real ID, pass ID. This isn't just something that's at a national level, at a state level, at a national level here in the United States of America. This is international identification system, a global identification system.
It is, and whether I'm in Washington talking to lawmakers, staff people, councils, or with state lawmakers around the country, when I point out that Real ID is not just about national ID, it is enrollment into a global system of identification and financial control where U.S. citizens have no representation. And I say that, if you go to page 68 of the Notice of Proposed Rulemaking, footnote 17, it says specifically that the standard for your digital facial image or photograph comes from the ICAO, International Civil Aviation Organization, an agency of the United Nations, and it says, Volume 2, Section 1, 9303, and it goes on and on.
Yeah.
But the point is, you are being enrolled into a global system of identification, so it's much more than about national ID.
Yeah. And you said something during that explanation there that, there's just, I wish we had days to talk about this, but you were talking about a system of financial control.
It is.
A system of identity control. Now, we just had something crammed down our throats, was health control.
Yeah.
The bottom line to this, and I know this sounds strange to a lot of you, I understand that, but the idea of government control over an individual is what we're talking about with most of the stuff on this show.
It is. What amazes me, when I go in to testify, wherever it is, I don't take in one sheet of paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just say go to Volume 2, Section 193.
Well, believe me, I know you don't want to challenge, and I guarantee you Mark will take on any challenge. I guarantee you. He asked for it.
Yeah,
and
I do.
You're not going to get him on it.
In 2007, Robert Mockney, Department of Homeland Security, talked about creating a global security envelope, which would result in American citizens' private personal information being shared with foreign governments and corporations. In 2006, he's on record, it's in the book, the quote, on record is saying Department of Homeland Security will ignore the 10 federal privacy laws.
Yeah. And again, I wish we had more time, but we were talking also a while ago, we believe, and I know you believe, and I believe as well, that the solution to a lot of this lies with the states. Now, right now, SB 1070, the Arizona immigration law, that was heralded. And look, I'm going to be honest with you. When it first came out, I was for it. I really was. Mm-hmm. But that was before. Look, Arizona works kind of strange. They actually pass a law, and then they can change things in it after it's passed, which is what happened. I came out in favor of this. Mm-hmm. Lo and behold, it changed to where, guess what? Components of the national ID system are in that.
Yeah, and I tried to work with Russell Pierce. He was the author of the bill in Arizona. I can tell you again in the book, everything in this book, if I quote somebody, I will give you the article, the author, the date that I got the information from.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll tell you what, any American citizen should be reading this book because you're asked three questions. Do you want to create a free society or a surveillance society? Do you want government to control you, or do you want to control the government?
That's right.
And are you confusing lifestyle with freedom?
There you go. And look, we're running out of time here, but right quick, when he says that every American ought to read this book, it is the truth. And you see when Mark is speaking up there, it says www.constitutionalalliance.org. Go to that website. You can get that book there. And look, not only do you get the book, that book also comes, I guess, in this DVD form as well. There's more information on here. I know there's a primer on biometric information.
Yeah. What we did is, because this is Christians have a unique perspective on this because of biblical prophecy and revelation. So what I did is I took Scripture and compared it to what's going on in the world today, and the similarities are irrefutable. So I work with many pastors in that area on biblical prophecy, but this pertains to all citizens.
Yeah.
And if people don't have internet access, they can send a check for $20. They get the book, the DVD, no shipping and handling, $20 to P.O. Box 2512, Mountain View, Arkansas, 72560.
72560, Mountain View, Arkansas. That was P.O. Box 2512.
And make the check payable to the Constitutional Alliance. Get your book and DVD. And most importantly, once you get it, share it with everybody you know.
I don't know anywhere where you can get a book and a DVD for that price, really. But look, it's well worth it. It's a wealth of information. It's not just a primer. It just doesn't tell you what's wrong. It offers solutions. That is one neat thing about this book. That's one thing that Mark does, is offer solutions to the situation that we're in. We're kind of up against a hard break here. Mark, it was great having you on here today. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And we're going to be right back on the road to liberty here with some closing statements. Thanks.